Hello my loves, the lighting is literally changing every 1 second right now and I'm about to lose the plot, I'm not gonna lie. It's springtime! I'm so excited. We are now in spring here in New Zealand. I want to do a little makeup look to celebrate and I already have an idea of what I want to do, like color wise, but we're gonna do a shop my stash. Hopefully the lighting doesn't drive us all absolutely bonkers. Like I don't know what's happening out there. I have my blinds down, I've got my lighting on, but it's just not helping right now. Today we will be shopping our stash to, you know, find some stuff to use, and I had a couple of requests to do some more drugstore looks, so I'm going to be using a mixture of just like cheap affordable makeup and drugstore brands, so you know, I'm looking forward to this one. Let's shop. I'm just checking out my new stuff drawer full of new stuff that is no longer really that new. Just gonna see if we have any. Oh, I like this. This is a gripping hydrating primer. We actually have a few like drugstore primers in here. Oh, and we've got this. Have I used this before? I feel like I have used it. I already know what foundation I'm going to use though. I don't know if I'll use this, but I'll pop it in my basket in case. Kind of tempted to try this. Yes. Mascara. I don't know if I'll use this one, but I'm going to pop it in there in case. Just looking for a pale kind of colour for my inner corner. I have an idea with green too. Ooh, this could be nice. Not sure if it's going to suit my pale skin, but we'll see. I want to use, what colour do I normally use when I'm pale? I think Shell, but I'll put buttercream in as well, just in case I need to pale it up even more. Probably don't have a powder pale enough. Oh, maybe I didn't declutter my Shell at all already. So, we'll use the dupe, because this one is translucent. And then I am loving this. Okay, I really need to find some other brands because I've got so much Emco and She Glam right now. Let's do some more e.l.f. Now, I just have to use this because I've used the purple one like friggin' 3 times in a row. And I just really, really, really want to use the green now. I want to see what it looks like. Don't know if I'm going to need like brow mascara after using that other product. I don't know, maybe we'll just do this one in case. It's got like a little gel and pencil. Not sure what I'm going to need. I love the She Glam ones. What else do we have in here? I know we've got lots of Colourpop, like these ones, and in the drawer underneath. These She Glam ones I haven't really used. Oh my god, this one is like one of my favorites ever. It's peach. Maybe we'll do this one. Maybe we can do both because I'm not sure what's going to suit like green eyeliner better. And I already know what I want for bronzer. And that is this one because I've got no fat tan on, so this is a good colour. I'm also thinking maybe like that. I thought that was a Milani one, but that's tart. I'm thinking something a little bit like shiny. So I've got like the butter bronzer, but that might be way too dark. Maybe a light hand. Be okay. Usually I go for my Maybelline ones, like these ones are really good affordable ones, but I just want something with a little bit of glow. I'm sorry, but I am obsessed with this. I'm gonna take this one as well, which is a little bit less pink, just in case the pink doesn't work, or if I go more like the peachy route. I might just grab all of these just because then I can swatch them and figure out which one I want to use. And then for the lips, I feel like, I don't know, it's too hard to do lips. So I might just do that as we come to it. I don't know what kind of angle we're going for, and I don't know if I want to go pale or dark or what I want to do. I need to declutter this drawer. I might just grab this lip oil though to pop on while I'm working on the rest of my face, just to hydrate. Here we go. So, do you know what? I don't know whether to prime or do my brows first with that brow stuff. Maybe I do the brows first so I can clean up the edges if I need to. Because I do feel like this could be a little bit of like a gimmick kind of product. I have no idea what it's supposed to dupe. You know, Emco Beauty always like dupes higher end products. I'm calling this drugstore because for us it's like really affordable here in New Zealand and Australia. This is some kind of, I don't even know if it's like a powder or a spray or what is this? Oh, it's a brow stamp. It comes with 5 different stencil shapes and you just put the stencil on and stamp it on, I suppose. Use firm pressure at the tail of your brow and lighter pressure as you move towards the center of your face. Remove the stencil, wipe clean and flip over to repeat on your other brow. When finished, brush through your brows with a spoolie for a natural finish. Could be very good or could be very bad. So I've got the shade here, light medium. Honestly, do they still make this? I feel like I got this in PR like a year ago probably. I don't even know. But at least if we do this first and it's a disaster, I can just wipe it off and start fresh. I am using some like favorites today in this video, so obviously I'll point those out as we go, because like there are some things you just need, okay? You need in your life. My eyebrows are also like longer than the stencil. It's gonna make my brows like thicker. Medium arch, that's probably me. When you open this up, okay, the color looks really nice, and it's like a spring mechanism, and then the product is in the lid, so you can just kind of like push it in, you know? If the lighting could be consistent for just the next 30 seconds, that would be great. So I'm applying a hard pressure at the back here, up to like halfway, and then I'll do a lighter in the front. Right, moment of truth. I mean, it definitely works. It's quite a like thin brow for me. Normally I fill in like more of the top just here, but let's see what happens when I brush it up. And like by the time I put on some brow wax, mascara, whatever, let's see. I will link everything I'm using in a link down below for you. This feels like it is starting to dry out, but hopefully it still works. This is the Brow Fill and Set. I'm assuming the color is like the same. Yeah, this brow mascara is literally like so dry. I don't even know if it's working. Right, I think this has had it. So we'll go in with the Chi one instead, because this to me is still a drugstore brand. I'll tidy them up soon, but it's actually not like the worst. And it was very easy, so I'm just gonna wipe off the plastic thing and then line up this side, which I'm nervous about. I feel like my brows are two different shapes. This is probably gonna be a disaster because yeah, this eyebrow is like higher than the other one. Like just the shape is like more arched, not really higher. It's more arched. Maybe I should have used a different stencil. Okay, just applying a bit less through there. Oh yeah, like it missed the whole top of my brow just there. But I can go in with the little brush it comes with, I guess, and just like add a bit more. The brush it comes with is like pretty crap. Yeah, surprisingly not terrible. Is it my favorite brow product ever? Like no, but it's so much better than I thought it would be, to be honest. It was definitely pretty easy once I got the brow stencil in place. I think you just need to concentrate pretty hard though, because I can imagine like not concentrating, chucking it on and it just turning out to be a disaster. Like you really need to make sure you get them in the correct spot, you know. New primer today. You want more drugstore / affordable makeup videos, let me know as well, and I can show you some favorites. If you want me to do any kind of like actual favorites videos as well, let me know, like full face of my current favorite products and stuff like that. I don't know what you guys want to see lately. I'm just kind of filming whatever. This is the SheGlam Good Grip Hydrating Primer. You get 45ml, which is hectic. That's so much product. And I'm assuming it's supposed to be a dupe of the Milk one, which I now have decluttered. And the e.l.f. dupe, you get 24ml. So literally nearly half the amount. SheGlam is so affordable. I buy mine off Shein. And if you don't want to support this brand, like fair enough, but I'm here to tell you it is good. It feels amazing. Wow. It just feels the same as the others really. Maybe even more moisturizing though. Like it feels quite hydrating as I apply it. The texture reminds me of that like snail mucin stuff as it dries a little bit. Sorry, I know this is so dark right now. But yeah, that's what we're dealing with today. As it dries, it gets stickier to really stick down your base. And as you can see, it leaves a very glassy glow to your skin. First impression wise, I love the way this feels. One of my favorite foundations lately. Honestly, the friggin' Red Cushion well and truly took over. But this is actually one of my go-tos when I have like no fake tan on, which I don't right now. I don't know why, I just love the color. I think I've got a really good match. Usually I think it's Shell. So the other one I have is Buttercream, which I believe is like one shade lighter. Whenever I use it, I feel like it's just a little bit lighter. So this is Shell. I feel like that's a good match. And then Buttercream over the side. Yeah, it's a little bit lighter. Buttercream I feel like is a bit too pale for me, but I do like to keep it in my collection just in case I need to like lighten up my complexion, you know, just for a little mixy match. So we'll go in with Shell. I just love the color. I think it's the perfect undertone for my natural skin tone. I know it looks not that great right now, but let's just put it on and I'll show you. I literally just wipe it all over like this, and it's like a full coverage. I did a whole first impression on this product and swatched, I think I swatched all of the shades. And then I just take like a flat face brush or whatever I've got, a brush, sponge, whatever, and I just tap it out. It's tricky because my face, like with no fake tan on, has a little bit more color than like my neck does, which I think a lot of people do have that. I used to have like a more tanned neck than my face because I used to like tan more. Like I used to actually like lay outside a little bit, whereas now I really like don't try to tan ever. I don't sit out in the sun purposefully to try and tan. Like I'm in the sun sometimes with my son, with my child, or I'm gardening, you know, I'm getting some sun, but I usually try to cover up. But I suppose my face is always like a bit more exposed now than some of my other body parts. I always wear sunscreen, but you know, you still get a bit of color. I'm acting as if I've got like a full blown tan. Like obviously I don't. I'm just saying like it's not as pale. It's still pale, but it's not as pale. So I find the other color can definitely look a bit stark because it like actually makes my face paler than what it is, which still works, but this color I just find really nice when I've got no fake tan on, and it makes me actually feel still like very pretty. I know that sounds savage, but it's not even about feeling pretty. It's about like sometimes when I'm wearing makeup when I've got no fake tan on, I just feel like strange. Like I feel like it doesn't suit me. Like I feel like I look better with no makeup on when I don't have fake tan on, whereas when I wear this foundation with no fake tan on, like for some reason, I think it's just like the coverage and the finish and everything, it just makes me feel like just as pretty as I do with fake tan on, which is really nice. All right, so concealer. I'm scared to use this, but it's the Revolution IRL Filter Finish in C1. I guess we'll just give it a go. I probably bought this off Beauty Bay. Color looks nice. Undertone looks good. Let's try it like that first. Oh God, I should have friggin' found a brush first. I'm gonna have to use my finger. It's very nice and brightening. It says it's waterproof as well, soft matte. It's like medium kind of coverage, although, you know, I'm using my fingers, so I don't even know. I never use my fingers for concealer, so I don't know what to compare that to. All right, here we go. Angled eye brush. Covers up the redness nicely. Now I have a lot of dry skin on my eyes still. Remember how last video I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like I've got like a bit of eczema, like something, like my allergies were making my skin go all like nuts. Well, it's still a little bit like that, and also my skin, like after it rashed, it just kind of like peeled off. I honestly believe it's nothing to do with my skincare because I didn't use anything different or anything, and it only happened like around this eyebrow. It wasn't like both eyes or anything. So I've just been taking my antihistamines because yeah, my allergies were like out of control, and I'm feeling better for it. I know someone said like overseas you guys have like an injection for allergies. I don't know. Do we have that in New Zealand? Does anyone know? Because like my doctor's never talked about it. I've had to have like the nose drops for my allergies, or like nose spray, but I haven't heard of a injection. My under eye area just definitely feels and looks a bit dry, so I'm not too sure. I just need to check on the dogs upstairs. Oh my God, I literally thought there was like someone in my house because I heard all this thumping and I went upstairs, but it's just Louis on the floor above me, like rolling in the sun. He's like in the sun and he's like scratching his back and like jumping around. Thank God. Okay, so I'm gonna set my under eyes a little bit, but I'm gonna be careful because I want to use a cream highlighter. I'm just gonna use a powder brush with this. This is called a small face brush. Yeah, I honestly don't think I like that concealer too much. I feel like I can still see my dark circles quite heavily, and everything, it just looks dry and crinkly, but could also be my skin at the moment, like I said. So the eyeliner I want to use today is this one. It is in this shade Lucky Day, so I'm just going to swatch it, and then I'm going to swatch the highlighters to try and figure out which one's going to work the best, and I'm going to just do like my face makeup, blush, bronzer, everything before I do my eyes, because I just want to be able to like set everything, you know. So we have Flying Comet, all pretty, which has, how do I describe this to you? It's like pink and greeny gold. Can you even see that? I don't even know. Probably not. The camera is like pretty shit for duochromes. We've also got Stardust, which to be honest looks the same, like peachy. And then this one is called Solar Flare, which is just a bit more like peach and gold. I think you can actually see that one a bit better. It is still very reflective, it's just the lighting's kind of crap. It looks like it's not pigmented, but it really is in real life. So I'll probably go with the first one, Flying Comet. Now I've got a new blush. Get it out of here. Golden, so this is the new one. Okay, no, not for my skin tone right now. That'll look stupid. We've got Peach, which is my favorite. I feel like we might end up doing pink. It's very similar to Peach, but yeah, a bit more pinky. I'll probably do, oh, actually, I don't know. No, I might do Peach. Oh gosh, now Louis outside literally like friggin' barking his head off at something. There's new neighbors now, and I'm assuming they've got a cat. Like there's a cat in the neighborhood. I haven't seen any cats. I actually see far more cats these days than I ever have growing up, like just on the streets. I think most people have started doing like indoor cats, you know, for the most part. You already know what this is. I love this. I'll link it below. Probably should have wet a sponge because I do like it with a sponge. This works too though. Anyways, yeah, so I'm not used to seeing cats around the place. We used to have one at our old house, like one of our neighbors had a cat, but then they moved. But the cat used to like sit on top of the fence and just like taunt my dogs. So they'd just like bark and bark and bark. But yeah, we haven't had cats around for such a long time. But now there is a cat again. And I'm like, oh, because we've got a glass fence. I'm like, and it sits on the other side of the glass fence. I'm like, it's going to do it, isn't it? It's going to figure out that it's safe there. And it's going to like just sit there and annoy my dogs. And they're just going to bark when I'm trying to work and stuff. We'll see. We'll see. I'm just bronzing up a bit. Obviously, it looks quite dramatic on my skin tone right now. But I still think it works with my pale skin. Because when I have fake tan on, I still love this. But I find it like a lot more subtle, obviously. But yeah, I do love cats. I still love cats. Porter loves cats too. So hopefully he can see the neighbour's cat at some stage. We went to my nana's house and she has cats. They're cat people. And like my auntie and my nan. And Porter saw the cat they have. They always rescue like stray cats and SPCA cats. And mostly like, yeah, strays and feral cats and stuff. And so this cat my nana rescued just before my granddad passed away. Was that last year or the year before? Why is my brain not computing time anymore? Anyways, no, it was the year before, right? Because it was when Porter was like 3 or 4 months old. So the cats now like come around to my nana, obviously. But even then, like the cat likes to just sit on her and it won't like let her pet it a lot and stuff like that. Like it's still a very scared cat. But super cute, and came near Porter, kind of realized, oh wait, I don't know these people, and then like ran inside and Porter was just like gunning it. I was like, Porter, no, like the cat is scared. He obviously couldn't find the cat because it went and hid, but he was like, kitty, kitty, kitty. Like he loves cats so much. Like he was so excited to see one because like I said, we just don't see them out and about very often at all anymore. Right, I'm gonna go in with, oh, my under eyes are really letting the complexion down. I might have to go in with like a different one. We'll see. I just feel like it's going to be a disaster now because I've already set it a little bit. This blush is so pretty. I use this with fake tan, without fake tan. So yeah, it's a shame that like the cats in my family aren't very good around babies for him to like have a pet, you know, but that's alright. I'm sure as he gets older we'll meet someone with a cat that's like, you know, or maybe we'll end up with our own one day. Who knows? Never say never. We're not planning on any more pets though, and especially while we have our dogs, of course. That would just be cruel to like ever get a cat while I have my dogs. Like I feel like my dogs would not know how to treat a cat at all, and especially when the only cats that I've run into are ones that like sit up there and like tease them. I'm not saying they would like attack a cat, but I'm just saying I don't know and I'm not risking it. And they are well enough to look after without adding another creature into the mix. I already added a child into the mix with 2 dogs and that's a lot to look after. But it's cute now because lately like Porter's been petting the dogs and things and he knows to be gentle. This concealer is definitely better than the other one. Like look at that, you can see that 9-day difference. Like it's added way better coverage. It's still quite brightening. It's probably going to crease and look a bit cakey because I'm putting this on top of powder now, but I still think it looks better than not doing it at all. Plus like, because the thing about a cat too is like we go away a lot, you know, and we take the dogs with us, whereas with a cat like I don't know if I would take a cat away with me. Also we get so many beautiful birds around our house and I don't want a cat to catch them. I guess I'd have to have an indoor cat, and like I've never had that before because like growing up we always had outdoor cats. It's like normal in New Zealand, although I don't think it should be normal. I agree that I think it's actually better that they're indoors because of our like wildlife here in New Zealand. You know, we've got so many endangered species and everything, so I yeah, I'm just saying, like, when I was young, yeah, that was a thing. I'm just gonna give my skin a very little spritz just to try and like merge that in. Highlighter, I'm just literally scraping it off, so I'm getting like the bare minimum kind of product. Do I need to make this brighter? I feel like the lighting's finally starting to settle down a little bit. I'm going to use the same brush I used for my concealer, an angled eye brush. And I'm just going to like kind of tap that where I want it. I'm just using a small brush because I don't want it to go like everywhere, you know. It's so pretty. I actually really like it. I think I would like this a lot with a sponge too. I find that this powder, even though it's like lilac, it does not look like that unless you really put on way too much. But it just kind of helps to like brighten. I'm going to go in with a fluffier powder brush. This is a shimmer tulip brush. I'm just applying a little bit of the loose powder just kind of on the edge of where the like the highlighter and the blush is. And then I'm going to go in with my Miracle Flawless pressed powder, translucent, because this actually pleasantly surprised me when I tried it in my full face of first impressions the other day. I've used it a few times since and I still really like it. And because I don't really have a different setting powder that's like pale enough for me right now, this one is good. I know it looks a bit powdery right now. I'm just letting it all mingle. My eye's twitching. You see it? Does that mean I need some bananas? Butter bronzer. Let's see if this is too dark. This is the shade Sunset? Murmur butter bronzer. Don't know. You know, everyone loves these bronzers. Oh, like, they're okay. I don't know. I don't love them as much as everyone else, and I don't know why. I'm just kind of setting my other bronzer with this, and I'm going to press this on like my brow bone. That blush is so pretty though, right? Possibly too much, but I love the color. Just taking a little bit more of the blush. I'm just going to do a little tap right on the bridge of my nose. Dust off a little excess. Big spray. Zoom out so you can see like the full kind of look so far. Might have gone a bit hard on the bronzer, but let's just see how everything kind of comes together. I forgot to choose an eyeshadow palette. That was kind of dumb. I just need something neutral, so we'll do the Jay-Z Jigsaw eyeshadow palette. It looks like nothing special, but the pigment is unreal. I'm gonna go in with the lightest kind of color here first. You can see the color is just a little bit darker than my natural kind of skin tone. And then I'm going to take the next darkest color from the palette, which is in the bottom of the palette. Looks like that. Oh, it's coming off very like orangey on my skin tone. Kind of love it though with the other colors we've got going on, and I think the liner will still look good with this. The eyeshadow really does not really matter in this look though. That's why I just like grabbed a random palette, because it's just neutral eyeshadow. You can use anything you already have if you're recreating this look. Going back into the lighter color and like buffing out the edge. I'm going to take the same colors under the eye, just mix them together. Very, very simple. Let's take a little bit of this shimmery color here. It looks like this on the lid. Oh, it's so pretty. See what I mean? Like, none of these colors look very special in the pan, but they are nice. I wanted to try the shadow stick from Colourpop. This one is in the color Honey BB Metallic. I'll swatch it on my hand. Oh, it's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. That one there. It looks, well, it felt nice and creamy on my hand. Just a little bit on my inner corner. Gives a nice little pop. Yeah, it's very creamy. And then I'm going to take the highlighter that, I think I'm going to use this one today. I think it'll look nice with all the peach tones. I'm going to put that on top of the inner corner. And then while we're here, we'll just pop it on as well. Probably a bit too much. I don't think I needed that because the blush was so shiny as it was. I just added more setting spray. Whoops. Liner time. If there's one thing about me, I love a fun eyeliner. And yes, I do wear colourful eyeliner in public. I feel like it's one of the easiest ways to actually wear colour in public without feeling like you've got like real intense makeup. You know, it's fun, but it's not like super obvious, I guess. Like, it is obvious, but do you know what I mean? Let's try a new mascara. The packaging is cute, right? Mint packaging, highly rated lash extensions tubing mascara. I love tubing mascaras. They're like my current fave. 16-hour wear, flake free, cruelty free, and vegan. Let's see. Oh, I'm actually really excited. Cute packaging. Oh, I forgot to show you the brush. It looks similar to the Tarte one. Oh man, I really regret the highlighter, and I love those highlighters, but it was not needed with the blush. I didn't even think about that properly. So this formula compared to like the Tarte one, for example, is much wetter, but maybe it'll dry out like, you know, over time now that it's opened. But I fear that the more I apply, because it's so wet, it's gonna like clump my lashes together a little bit. How pretty is the eyeliner, by the way? Like, would you ever think that lime green could be so beautiful and like wearable? Okay, I think I need to try the mascara again. Obviously I'm gonna keep using it because I've opened it. I don't hate it, I don't love it. I think I need to try it in a couple of weeks when the actual formula starts to dry out a little bit, because it's freshly open and I feel like, yeah, it's so wet. I see the potential. I'm gonna do one more coat because obviously tubing mascara, you can just kind of add more and more. Definitely continues to build up very nicely, but I think I'll like it more in a bit. I'm going to use some falsies today. First I'm just going to pop on some of this MCO like nude eyeliner to my waterline. My eyes are like low-key watering right now. Ooh. What I'm going to do is take a little bit of my translucent powder and I'm going to try just like popping that on top of the highlighter to see if that kind of blends it a little bit. I actually think that did help to tone it down. Do it on the other side too, and then I'll set my face again at the end. Yeah, I feel like that helped. There you go. I'm gonna whack on some falsies from XO Beauty, which are incredibly affordable. Don't know which ones yet. Maybe the Glimmerista, which are the ones at the very top there, like the most natural kind of looking ones. So here is the before and after. You can see, oh my god, they're so pretty from like above and from the side. They're so wispy. I'm so into these lashes right now. And what I'm gonna do is now push them up like this, and then I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. Like, this is such a wet mascara, so I'm nervous, but I'll scrape it mostly off just because otherwise you can really, are you shiting me? Honestly, just put me down. Anyways, as I was saying, we're just gonna let that dry. Otherwise, because like the lashes were a little bit clumpy, you can really see like where the falsies started and ended. So this is just gonna blend a little bit. And if you put too much on before it dries, just wipe it off with your finger a little bit. Just like tap it and you'll remove all the excess. How do I even go about getting this off my face? I think we're just gonna leave it there for a bit longer. So we need to kind of address the lips. Like I said, I didn't pick out anything for the lips. So yeah, I feel like I need to add some bronzer just to like my collarbones, just because like I've got so much bronzer on my face. I didn't expect to use that much, to be honest. I think it was definitely a little bit too dark with the powder on top, but we're here now. Give me a little bit of grace. I am still getting used to this whole pale makeup thing, and my hand is heavy when it comes to makeup, as we all know. Man, I love this eye makeup though. It's so simple but so pretty. It's definitely up my alley. I'm so into like just colourful liner at the moment, and lashes again. So heavy. Okay, I need to do my lips, and I just don't know. Got a little bit of this lip oil. This is the Luxe one. Where's the colour? Oh, Under the Stars. People always ask which XO Beauty liner is the closest to like Mari. Probably Wifey or Sublime. It tastes weird. The lip oil, I mean. Maybe it's expired, or maybe it just doesn't taste good, which would make sense. I need to sharpen this. Okay, I'm wiping off most of the lip oil because it's like not letting me draw on top of it. And I like a strong lip liner. If you like a subtle lip liner, that's exactly what you do. You put on your products first and then kind of just go on top, and it will really tone it down. Otherwise, if you're like me and you like it to be strong, go on top of like dry lips. Perfect, like my lips but better nude. I'm gonna fill them in actually all the way. I've just like learned to just like have this on my face at this point. I forgot it was there. You know what, spoolie might be the go. And go back with my brush and just kind of blend whatever's there. That actually worked to like tone down my highlighter. Funny. Okay. magic. I actually love my lips just like this, but it's a bit boring, isn't it? So let's go in with a tiny bit of, look how much I accidentally squeezed out. I'm so angry at myself. What a waste. Oh shit, way too much. Just put the blush on my lips so it's like mixy matchy. Matchy? Just matchy. Matches. My brain's gone. I hope you guys enjoyed this Shop My Stash video. Hope you found some new cool products to try. There's definitely some good ones in here. Like I said, I'm gonna keep trying out the mascara too. It is so cute though, like the packaging and everything. I love that. I really like the wand. I love how easy it was to clean up just there, like you saw that. Bonus points for it. It's just currently a little bit too liquidy for me, so we'll see how it goes in a couple weeks, eh? The brows truly did surprise me. Like, they look kind of fire. I feel like if I had outlined them with concealer, I could have got like a very sharp effect, but I didn't want them too, like, you know, out there. They look reasonably soft. Normally I love that highlighter, guys. It just, you don't need that with the blush because the blush has a lot of like, it's like almost a metallic finish blush. It's so pretty. I love it. And look how pretty that tone is. Like, I just love the blush. But yeah, it was a bit of a mistake on my part doing both. All those Revolution products, the She Glam products, like huge loves for me. I actually need to go buy a whole lot more Revolution makeup. I feel like, oh no, I've got makeup on the little bow on my top. I feel like some Revolution stuff I'm just like not into, but then they have so many like hidden gems and like just great products as well in the mix. So need to do another order. I've pretty much tried most of the stuff I bought last time at this point, so might be time to try something new. If you've got any Revolution recommendations that you want me to try, like any of your favorites or just anything new that you want me to review for you guys, please let me know in a comment down below so I can make sure I pick up some of those things when I place my next order. This is one thing I didn't end up trying. Let's just whip a little bit on, even though it's pink. This dries like not slippery, by the way. The blush. It dries very sticky actually on the lips, but you don't notice unless you actually press them together, you know what I mean? Like when I'm just talking, I can't tell. Kind of slays on the lips, honestly. Oh, it smells incredible. It smells like, what is that? Like sugar. It just smells like sugary. Let's just do a little bit. I'm gonna love this. Just a bit of extra gloss. I mean, it's never a bad thing. Yeah, Fairy Floss. Gorgeous. It's got a very subtle shimmer in it, but honestly it doesn't really show up like too much on the lips, although I do have the metallic on underneath, so maybe. And also, if you can still get this eyeshadow palette, it's such a good neutral palette. Like, it's just so blendable and buttery, and look how beautiful the colors look on the eye. Anyways, I'll 100% do another drugstore get ready with me if you want it. I can do some more with like brands like, you know, L'Oreal, Maybelline, Rimmel and stuff like that, like the more like classic drugstore pharmacy brands if you want. I just had to use some of these products because like these are brands that I love and use every day, like off camera too. And like you see these brands a lot in my videos because they are brands I love, and I try to, you know, do a mixture of high end and more affordable brands in my videos because for me, I love a bargain anyway. Always have, always will. You know what? I really like my makeup today. So thank you for watching, and I will chat to you guys in my next video. By the way, if you didn't see my previous video, it was a first impression on the new Huda Beauty foundation. Go check it out if you missed it. Bye!